is not a normal match. Yeah. It's not a normal match. We're not gonna lose. Yo. Welcome to the chat.
Exactly the same setup
and we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Superb from Dembele!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
But you mark me now.
And it's hoisted clear.
That one a different one. After that one, okay, I come mark.
Nuno Mendes. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. João Neves. And they are prompt with their pressing. Lovely. Gonzalo Ramos! Not a bad try by any means.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
It's a pretty loose pass. That's a throw. But that has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And it's Dembele. Tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. That is a brilliant interception. Paris Saint-Germain very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rudiger. Alaba. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Tries to get it clear. Challenge just a bit on the first side. And now they can spring out of defence. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Oh, what has happened here? Chance! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to...
Dembele!
Come now, Dembele.
And that is doing no harm at all. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Neves. Knocks it into space. Vitinha. Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. That's been slipped through. Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. João Neves. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and they can counter here. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for the run. João Neves. And it's made its way to him. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And it's Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. He has a look out. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that is well cleared. Oh, that's a key interception. He won't be happy with that one. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves proves just a little bit too strong. Shoots! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
I wasn't playing anything.
The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Why did somebody do that?
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and the second half then just getting going.
The Bluetooth connection for that
goal!
for this one, no good.
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage to every one of his teammates from here.
Brand new pass.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
No, I know I know.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Gonzalo Ramos really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's intervened well there. Barcola tries one from range. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Barcola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They win 2-1.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid have their second corner now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw. Chouameni, and here's Bellingham. And he's only too happy to take that back. Paris Saint-Germain really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
Sounded blue now.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
After he felt he don't pass ball. After he felt for leg go through when push am.
Vitinha.
What's with this one now?
Chouameni concedes a free kick for that.
Something is wrong.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just
You
a
don't tell
verbal
me I don't
warning.
collect ball. I can't still come over there. I don't understand.
So I'm like dribble and I.
No, I know this one. I don't. You don't tell me I don't collect ball. I don't know what you got for you.
And it's Neves. Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Hakimi cuts out the pass, and he's opted for the long pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham. Now it's Ramos. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Hey.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter. And with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
They play rough. They talk like say referee they play.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Tries a shot!
They talk like
Oh,
say
good
referee
finish!
Oh yeah, guys, man, I go get that guy.
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final.
Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Madrid palpably stronger, better, superior.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that.
Can he finish? And no mistake. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So could they be onto something here? And he's there to clear it.
Yes.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Into the last quarter of an hour. Eder Militao makes the interception.
Don't forget.
Valverde, nicely weighted ball. Now he's off and running. Oh, played right into his path. Gonzalo Ramos, there's the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
I suppose I'll give her a red card. I don't know how to make it. You know they bench, which kind of rubbish ahead? You know? I use 62 in attacking midfield. Which kind of nonsense? Well, my first kind of nonsense to the do for this game. Rubbish color, they are 62 for attacking midfield. Job is not supposed to play midfield.
Back when it goes.
See person there now.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Crunching tackle. João Neves.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And here's Ramos.
Oh,
Camavinga.
see person when you pass
that
ball.
pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Dembele. Big chance!
Hey!
Oh, it's come off the upright.
How you go miss that kind of goal now?
No, just
That
not
line,
quite.
no tight anything.
But
How you say I'm
Skelly certainly
tight
got the
for them?
pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
So, no penalty in miss. So,
Let's say they call this guy now Jude.
And it's Neves. Can he get on the end of this? Has to go back here. Alaba. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
Oh,
Nice
no.
interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking to play him in.
Go they carry ball, they give to another person.
Bellingham tries to play it through. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha, who's set up 1 goal so far. Well read,
Let's
nice
follow you
interception.
to go out to
Now that's well seen
give
too.
ball to another person.
going wide
my
left.
God. See this guy, as soon as he bounce from him.
Dembele. And that's that. Paris Saint-Germain did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game. He's having a shot! Bellingham. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Tries to play it through. Fabian Ruiz. Gonzalo Ramos.
That
Ended up in no man's land. And this is Dembele. Vitinha. Now this could be a chance.
Oh shit.
So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Ashraf
Tell me
Hakimi,
how you manage
who
to
has
pass that
proven
kind
himself
of
in
pass.
many of the top.
He's in, must be! And
Tell
the
me how you
shot!
manage to pass that
What
kind of nonsense
a
pass.
wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening.
Listen,
It's
we
almost
just-
as if the
we-
defence
we
saw
walk
nothing
now,
coming.
now,
They
we go
just
play
didn't
nonsense.
anticipate. On heels rather
No,
than
not
toes.
this one. Now the one where they miss for
That was a given, it always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Dembele.
Dying
burst
now.
through. Nicely weighted. Shot a goal!
Oh, now score goal
He's beaten
now.
the keeper,
Which
but
one be
hit the
not his
post.
score? You don't beat keeper now. Now post that thing now. No, they tell me say no fit score. Sure, no, they tell me say no fit score. Which one be gather around?
Outside of post, you try. When you take it post,
Sure. No be waiting, no be work. You know how much they pay am. Know how much they pay am.
Knocks it into space. João Neves. And it's Ruiz. Now it's Ramos.
guys, now you go win ball finish.
And it's Mendes.
For what now?
Paris Saint-Germain are seeing plenty of the ball. Tries a shot! And there's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Passes short and sharp. Oh, important interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Barcola gets into a good position. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Barcola. João Neves. Looking to play him in. In it comes. Tries to get it clear. Mbappe. Driving on and making good progress. He's got away. Just the keeper in his way.
This now?
Chance for a shot! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! Madrid leading now. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Vitinha. And the counter is on. Oh, that's well spotted. João Neves. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Oh, he's found support out wide. Not the most convincing of passes. Vitinha. Tries one from range. Oh, it rattles the bar.
Today I don't play 2 matches, I'll hit back 3 times.
Bellingham. Spread out to the left. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? João Neves. João Neves was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Neves. Alaba.
No middle.
It's a threatening ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. João Neves strokes it back. Oh, strongly challenged there. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Good ball, good take. Now, can they get him away? Rodrigo providing an outlet on that flank.
Referee.
And it's half-time.
Referee.
It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative.
I don't touch your player. Now you go snide. What make your player?
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows.
Mbappe!
Now
Now it's a race for the ball. Vitinha, and he's had it nicked away.
Let ball now.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Mbappe, and he is dashing away. Vitinha, and this is Dembele, looking here to chip it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pacho. Vinicius Junior makes a dash for it. Mbappe finds himself offside.
I'm not sincere with time. I forgot release before saying. I'm not pushing him from my house. I fuck up on that place. I fuck up.
And it's Neves. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. And here's Ramos. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, easy pickings there. João Neves. Vitinha. Backward it goes. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Threads one in. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Madrid have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence.
Oh God, this guy was trying to go this whole referee. Keep a post my ball, cross dead.
And he's being shifted off it. And this is Dembele. That's good running with the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Caught offside that time.
if you agree upon side, I don't look at. I make you find out what they got. Only that guy will know. What is it up with, by the way?
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha. It's a searching pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That is good alertness. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Barcola. Here's Vitinha. And here's Ramos. Rudiger gets a foot in here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Dembele. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for the shot! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
You know, come on, my player won't play ball. I don't have to put that back. I don't
Are you press on, man?
I don't know if you have press on.
Going for goal!
No,
that was travelling. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. João Neves, that's really well manoeuvred. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he welcomes it in. Real chance! And a neat finish! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here.
He'll try for distance! No way through. He's on it. Vinicius Junior! And it's come back out to him. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Over to the right flank. And he's intervened well there. João Neves. Vitinha. And this is Dembele. And the shot!
Can you imagine?
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Sure, we gather with him. Not only one person. You don't already turn the person.
Yes, but one person.
Sure, you're just a play rubbish since. The other one will play ball, knock back.
He's afraid.
Sure.
He's afraid.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Rodrigo. Great vision. Oh, good ball. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Alaba with a real chance here. He's gone for the shot.
Play ball, knock back.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Well, there's the clearance. Played into space. Pass somewhat off target.
Oh no.
5 minutes to add.
Oh no, pass ball.
Eder Militao.
This one.
And it's Alaba. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising.
See that one. They count
Now
leg.
it's
Now what
Rodrigo.
I said you do
Well
that.
timed, excellent interception. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz! And that is as far as it goes. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So straight into the action. Now the ball's gone astray. And no, that was never going to make it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Chouameni. Now, can they get him away? Dembele! Dembele! Superb from Dembele!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Ruiz. Now this could be a chance. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's beautifully weighted. And he cuts out the supply. João Neves. He shifted it to the flank. João Neves. And this is Dembele. And a chance! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
And it's come back to the keeper. Bellingham. Oh, they could break here. Paris Saint-Germain very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a shade optimistic. And here's Bellingham. That's a good ball out wide. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Madrid restore parity.
This is exactly the...
And the shot!
That's
a fair try, but just off target.
Bercola certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Not waiting until they score since. Shouldn't be.
Pass somewhat off target.
No, now.
Now it's Ramos. And this is Dembele. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's managed to get free. Brilliantly cut out. João Neves. And it's Ruiz. Vitinha looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dembele. And this is Dembele. Shot! And surely! Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. And he's interviewing well there. And that's going right the way across. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Chouameni. Bellingham. Bellingham running with the ball. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Knocks it into space. Vitinha. João Neves. It's a really well measured ball. He is through here. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Hakimi, that's destined for the flank. And here's Ruiz. That's the end of the first 45. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline.
Chance for a shot! There it is!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Played it long.
Pass the ball, go back. He go the pass and go front.
Snuffed out the danger.
Nonsense, the passer don't do so.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found the way. Oh, shooting chance! Vitinha. João Neves. It's a pretty loose pass. Valverde. Looking for options for movement. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pass it for midfield.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe is onto this. And it's Bellingham. Valverde. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Mendes. Valverde. And Alaba. Valverde. Madrid ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And here's Dembele. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Give a card, the referee. Give a card.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Who is that? Come on.
Yeah, what do you mean? You are paying the guys saying not to play. I don't understand.
Play with him. You need to play free kick.
Oh, he's hit the bar!
Yeah, don't hit bar again.
Paris Saint-Germain really
don't
are.
hit bar. They swear for now with bar. They swear for now with bar.
Brilliant save.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Waiting they talk. Not waiting at him to.
Near post now,
So?
Try now. I think they say try.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first.
They tell me say my player are trying.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Rodrigo. Not the most accurate pass. Pacho. And he was alert to it.
That was terrible, guys.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's in a great position here. Hakimi. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well timed, excellent interception. That's going wide left. And here's Neves. Good take, and is he in? Eder Militao. João Neves. And it's made its way to him. Always goal side. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
This looks He's having a
What's
shot!
now?
And
I know,
yes,
somebody
it's
from this
there!
hand, you can.
It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Shapes to shoot! And how did he not put that away?
Gonzalo Ramos has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. Yeah, it would seem a little too far out. This will probably be a big far post.
Oh,
What's this one now?
What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
No, it's come to nothing. Rudiger makes the interception. There will be 4 extra minutes. He's picked his way through. Decent chance! And no mistake. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And yes, it's him again. So is that the decisive goal? Not much. And that's that. Paris Saint-Germain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwavering. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
We're up and running then. Vinicius Junior. Vitinha. Eder Militao makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Wow.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Dembele. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I've heard only good things about this player, João Neves, Peter. He's very good under pressure, plays with an awful lot of courage, always wants to get on the ball, and positionally very, very sound. He's a real asset for any team at number 6 or an 8.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. He's found the way through. And that is expertly dealt with. João Neves. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham applies the finish. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Two offside.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Paris Saint-Germain so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. It's come to nothing. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nuno Mendes. And it's Ruiz. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, just skip chance, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Only partially clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Pacho looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chouameni running with intent.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, nice touch, that's beautiful. Fabian Ruiz. Dembele. Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pacho cuts it out.
Don't be there, send you
He's
pass
picked
ball.
his way through.
Which kind of nonsense with this?
Vitinha. Paris Saint-Germain are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Just the keeper, it's
Come before you play that shot.
It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vitinha. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it, can he get away? Bellingham.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Paris Saint-Germain coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Paris Saint-Germain just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Dembele. Rudiger with the foul.
No, right, the referee no, they give you a card.
Rudiger gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways or this referee could soon change his status.
Nicely weighted ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
This might spell Fabian Ruiz! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Paris Saint-Germain are still that goal to the good. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Nuno Mendes. Almost an hour gone, and he's worked it through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Mendes taking charge of the dead ball. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Nicely aimed pass. Not the most accurate pass. And it's with the keeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That is good alertness. Now it's Rodrigo. And it's Ruiz. Now it's Ramos. And this is them. Takes a shot! It's hit the upright. Rodrigo. And it's Valverde.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Mbappe is onto this. He's a sharp little ball here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
No foul, says the referee. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Oh, he's all alone. Shoots! They get a throw in. And that was nowhere near his best. Alexander-Arnold. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well read, nice interception. Chouameni, and the counter is on.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Chance for a shot! Goal! And this is getting better and better. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
He's having a hit! Oh, what has happened here? Rodrigo. João Neves. Oh, such a clever touch. Tries to pass it through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. The referee has just said play on. Always onto this. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Just to go back here. Fabian Ruiz. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Vinicius Junior. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria flowing. This is Peter Tierney, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Begley.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
Things already rolling. Dembele!
Belende.
He's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Good pressure, determined, intense. Vitinha. Oh, it's Dembele. Now it's Barcola. And here's Ruiz. Oh, that's a fine interception. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's being shifted off it. Oh, no joy this time. Vitinha. Paris Saint-Germain have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pacho looking to pass their way up the pitch. He is through here. Strokes it back. That's where it came from. Vitinha. And here's Dembele.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
João Neves. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's picked out the run. Tchouaméni. Eder Militao.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now it's Ramos.
That was lovely, that.
Now it's Dembele. Oh, it's a great ball here. That's a cute ball. Can he get onto this? Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No, again there's no way through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. And this is Dembele. Could move up a gear here. Vinicius Junior.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He's on it. Can he get away? He's having a hit!
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's an excellent interception. Gonzalo Ramos is onto this. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played in by Rodrigo. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Wow, no foul.
Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Where you see foul for them?
It's an eye-catching
They
score,
just did the
but it's
shout,
a
no foul,
fair
no
reflection
foul.
of
Where
what
you
we've
see
just seen
foul?
in
Everybody
this
stand,
first
they're not
half,
blue.
Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus
Where you see
until the
foul?
very end. No slip-ups.
Carry on.
Paris Saint-Germain, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And that's a dangerous ball. Vinicius
Hey,
Junior.
Father.
Hey.
I mean, I ain't gonna make you
Oh,
score.
super chance! João Neves.
Hey.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And that pass just didn't quite work. Barcola. That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Tries one from range.
Now shot to make
Smashing save, really good save.
Now you
It's
press
always that
out.
risky
Look
to
at that
let a
shot,
team
boss.
commit too many
Only
numbers
ball,
forward.
let me
You
say this,
can't help
everybody
but
inside
leave
the
some
shot.
gaps at the
I
back.
not press up through, I not press up shot, say.
No,
Press
he's
up.
not getting
Yeah,
past
now.
him there.
Waiting
You
now.
bury him again. See, now boy collect for you. See, just look at.
See, I'm now collect, I come out the ball, he match
Ow.
my leg now. Which one you dey? Which one you dey blame? Man, no you dey play am.
Dembele. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That has been slung wide. And it's Bellingham. He has found the way through. Marquinhos swung over. João Neves looking for the run. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And here's Mbappe, out towards the flank.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And here's Mbappe. A lot of space ahead of him.
No foul.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, good defence on the other.
Hey.
Goal kick.
Come on, kick against your feet and the blow kick. Oh, God have mercy.
This
Challenge
game,
just a bit on the firm side. Rodrigo.
Nah, card on the head.
Alexander-Arnold.
See one thing, do one thing.
And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Fabian Ruiz. Alexander-Arnold. Spread to the right. No way through there. Gonzalo Ramos. Now, what about a counter-attack? Barcola picks it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Ramos. This looks promising. Great vision. And this is Dembele. Decent chance! A whisker away
How many
from
people
making
that guy
it
clean
four.
come up for
Well, he
road?
looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
The guy
It's
cleaned
their
all of
second
them come
corner
up
of the
for road.
game.
See now
When it goes, they'll try for distance.
Handball!
Sharp
You
finish.
not jump.
Which one be your head ball? Where
No, Joe.
you see
They
Judelia
are
for there?
Yeah, I'm there now. I know what I'm
No be
saying.
be that now, about that now. I be na
He
Rudiger.
made it
Na
happen.
Rudiger be that.
Squeezed through with sheer will
Just
and
because the boy
considerable
didn't
accuracy.
I
The
can't be
keeper
sorry for
might
that.
have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
See, I won't be that one playing for now. So please tell me
Paris
who
Saint-Germain
played for.
are having a
This
ball
are the-
here.
are the- See now, that won't be foul. You leave ball, they don't dribble and go my player
Vitinha.
down. Won't be foul.
And Mendes
But beside the call,
spread it left.
now he dey start from the left.
And they're quick to get it back. João Neves. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Dembele. It's not an especially good pass, that. Bellingham. Knocks it into space.
Non, Mbappé, si person for me, switching pass.
Well, the ball just...
Nah, do fair play.
That
Nah,
has
don't
not
do
gone
fair
well.
play for you now. I'm sure you don't have to.
Chouameni. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And it's Chouameni. And Alexander-Arnold. And
Yo.
that will be it. Paris Saint-Germain,
3-2
just
now.
a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against. And this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And a chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Marquinhos. Nicked it back promptly. Pinches it off him. Nicely weighted ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward.
João Neves! That has been slung wide.
Ha!
Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz. João Neves!
Neves, don't start.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Foul.
Incredible.
I don't
He had
talk
all
player.
the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Yeah, ahead of him.
Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier
Don't play
and
nonsense.
hungrier and
Don't
looked
play
the more
nonsense.
likely to register first.
Pass somewhat off target. João Neves. He shifted it to the flank. So it is still 0-0.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got away. He's in a great position here. Valverde. Goulet. Now it's Rodrigo. No, that's been intercepted. Vitinha. Now it's Ramos. Can he get it through? Alaba calmly anticipates. Goulet. Now that's well seen too.
Good have mercy.
Vitinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's going wide left. He's picked his way through. Dembele! Goulet. This looks promising. Looking for options for movement.
Oh, great feat, that.
That is lovely. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. Fabian Ruiz. And he cuts out the supply. Valverde knocks it into space. Space for him to turn and look. Well, that has not gone well. Mbappe!
Mbappé play ball now.
And it's Ruiz.
Ruiz, move now, move.
Spread
move.
to the right. Now that looks a decent ball. Picked out chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
They go block
And
her. Why you go
it's a
block her
goal!
when you don't miss the ball?
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's
Don't miss the ball.
misfortune.
Make person
That's
go
smart
clear ball,
play from
block
him,
her.
actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their
This
focus
game
slip.
go long, you know. This game go
Paris
long,
Saint-Germain
well, because
certainly
since now,
could do with a
rubbish,
positive
just
spell
play.
for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Back where it came from. Mbappe!
Ask me
Oh,
why
well
that
played.
happened, that ball. Ask me that question.
It's an
I know
inviting
yes,
looking
no.
ball, that. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Ramos. And here's Dembele. And he's being shifted off it. So a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly
Because
flat,
they win
and the
now.
support
They
have had
don't
little
call
to cheer
anybody.
about. So an awful lot of
They
questions
don't call
have got to be
anybody.
asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
No.
And
Why
we
that
are
guy go
back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon
You
as
are all
possible,
start with wrong
but without
passes.
leaving yourself
Waiting.
too open.
See.
It's Dembele!
Now wrong pass they do. I
That
don't
is
manage
certainly
play that
not
shot.
what he had in mind.
Dembele clearly
Like
felt
5,
that
6
distance
passes,
wasn't
nobody
an
who has
issue,
sent them
but
like the
maybe
pass.
there were better options for him there.
What's it with that one?
He's only too happy to take that back.
Pass.
With Rudiger. And it's Alaba. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That looks a good ball through. And the finish!
Hey!
Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Neves. Goulet.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't
Yes.
pick out that killer ball.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Engages and forces him off the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one
Referee.
down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
I never see that one before.
Nicely intercepted. Fabian Ruiz.
Never see that one before. Open
Chouameni
eye, clear the guy.
and
He
Alaba.
lock up.
And here's Mbappe. Marquinhos gets a good foot in there. Now it's Mbappe. Real chance!
Yes!
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
From my back, referee.
Gonzalo Ramos.
No grill.
Oh, cracking ball. Towering header!
That one reach out move.
It's in!
Hey, that's nice. That's
They
nice.
have brought themselves an equaliser.
See that ball cross.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nonsense, zero.
Defending of the desperate variety. Valverde. And now a sudden chance to counter. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
No call over there.
Tries to play it through. That's cause for mild irritation.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nice control. Well, Nibbles! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
He's through here. Now it's Mbappe. Now Mbappe.
Ha!
Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Madrid needed that. They really needed it. It's Dembele! Goal!
Belende!
And the game is well and truly turned on its head. How do you look back on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on? Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw
Okay, they blow that one. You see, they blow that one. But the one when he clear my player, come up for ball, they don't blow.
God have mercy.
And they wait for her. And they wait for her. May do that nonsense.
I stand full collect ball. Referee, no. That is.
Rudiger. Well, that is one way to stop him. Goes down, but nothing given. Now that's well seen too. This is a promising build-up. Gonzalo Ramos! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Paris Saint-Germain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through, unwavering. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like... Oh, he's all alone. Takes a shot! Goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Paris Saint-Germain are already... He'll try from distance! Oh, cracking effort.
Vitinha certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Vitinha. Now Fabian Ruiz. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. João Neves. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now that looks a decent ball. That is good alertness. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that was cross. The green now, I had Bob Mob line now.
But Rudiger proves too strong. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Barcola. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Ramos. And he's running through. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much...
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Ha.
And he's managed to get free. And the shot!
No foul. No that
Which foul now?
Second
They would
reaction.
actually be the shout
Really
foul.
looked sharp
This
there,
one-
didn't
no,
he?
wait till
That's
this
very
one.
well played.
Yeah, you collect ball. Which one?
Okay.
Why you
Okay, the one that put them
Why you
on.
go
we
to
have
why you
our
go to
very
carry
first
ball to turn
corner.
around for your team in the first place?
Great chance! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
It's their second corner of the game. Vitinha with the short one. That's good play. Chouameni wins the duel this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. João Neves! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Marquinhos.
Pass
Vitinha.
two times. Go back. When I no send you now.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Now they mad though. Now they mad.
There could be
DPSU. Now they
trouble
mad.
here. But for now, the referee is keeping
Fast
his
go
cards
back
in his
twice.
pocket.
And at the press front.
Certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Voila!
I want this for them. You are not me now. You are not Belendi.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Valverde. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And a chance!
How this goat stay miss that
And
ball?
that's
How that
it.
goat stay miss that ball before?
They're level in a trice.
How that
Well,
goat
that's
stay miss
so
that?
refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
It's Dembele! He's delivered all right! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity.
Wow.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well done,
He knew what was coming.
well done.
That's a yellow card.
That's a yellow card. Good.
Well, that has not gone well. Played out
Need
wide.
somebody for midfield with you now.
Fabian Ruiz. And it's Valverde. looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's run loose here. Looking for the run. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, that's a key interception. And for the first half, that is that. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been a half full of drills and the margins are tight. Just one in it, 3-2 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Wow.
Nuno Mendes, Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Goulet, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Gonzalo Ramos, Alaba, Tchouaméni, bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now it's Ramos. Oh, super find. Just the keeper in his way. Ah, he's given it away. Can he finish? Laid out to the left flank.
You mad, you this Dembele, you Chris.
And he
You know what's
welcomes it
called,
in.
you know, tell me, Mark, come on,
Pretty
you for
loose
match.
pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shit!
This PSG, players say, I won't lose this match. It's clear. But I'm not going to allow when I go force when I win now. Go force when I win the match.
Tries to
No,
pass it through.
somebody from midfield now.
Spread it left.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Mbappe! Now it's Vinicius Junior. Hakimi. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? João Neves. Now it's Ramos. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gonzalo Ramos couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. It's level again. What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame.
Chance for a shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been
all the passes that they make, just the pass and go where they
like. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Tchouaméni, Valverde, here's Tchouaméni, Rodrigo, and that's really well manoeuvred. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Vitinha, João Neves. That has been cut short.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And it's Ruiz. Barcola. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
What's
Might
he
want to be
doing?
careful there.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free
What's
kick.
he worrying about?
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
This thing,
And that's it.
bastard.
What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beckless.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Nonsense.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're very much on the way now.
Oh!
Vitinha. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker.
And it's been given away. He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few... Gonzalo Ramos! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Vinicius Junior. No, no way through. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. He is through here. Takes a shot. It's there. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. A vicious ball here. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's having a hit! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Fabian Ruiz. Tchouameni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's picked his way through. No, he's not getting past him there. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Dembele. Eder Militao cuts out the pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Ramos. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Another 2 steps to take there and offside.
And it's Ruiz. And here's Dembele. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Barcola.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
will recover from that complication. What's happened?
Now foul now.
What's in all this one now? Not triable.
Eder Militao. Marquinhos makes the interception. And it's Ruiz. Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Dembele.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's Ramos. Gets a good foot in there. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Won't have this.
And he's going to have his name
No,
taken.
His
His body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. João Neves aimed beyond the defence. Oh, super find. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Gonzalo Ramos has it in a wide position. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot.
Now.
And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Inside 18 now.
I collect ball, make I clear ball.
So a big moment. A formality. We're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
No evil deed shall
The
go
referee says that is down for the first half.
No evil deed.
Either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half time. 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break it's one each.
Now you collect, now you take the foul. Now you move.
So once again we're underway.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Fabian Ruiz. Gonzalo. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Tries a shot! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he is deftly away. That has ended up in no man's land. Now there's a chance! And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fab...
Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Could be danger here. Played back in. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Goulet. Vitinha gets over and intercepts. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Fabian Ruiz charging forward, the ball at his feet. Alexander-Arnold. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Madrid really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Gonzalo Ramos. And a chance! And he's stuck it away. And there's That's a goal they've
as
been
soon as they
looking
play
for.
well like this, you know they switch to now.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly
play well now,
inevitable.
Yeah,
Send
keeping
them
calm
line
and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Paris Saint-Germain now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Eder Militao. João Neves does well to get it back. Tries to pass it through.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pass somewhat off target. Nuno Mendes. And it's Neves. He's had it taken off him.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe. Can he finish? It's through. That's another chance.
Now, wow!
Gonzalo Ramos. João Neves. And this is Dembele.
Why you did wrong, go back?
Spread neatly.
Carry attack, you did wrong, go back. Carry attack, you did wrong, go back.
Alaba. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Ramos. And that's really well manoeuvred.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's found space here.
Oh my word, my word.
Nuno Mendes. Now he's off and running. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, it's Dembele. And he's managed to get free. That's tidy. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodrigo ventures forward.
Hey!
Pass the
Mbappe
ball
passes
well!
it back. Oh, it's Dembele. Barcola in acres of space out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He won't be happy with that one. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Oh, Luis.
Paris Saint-Germain have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Fabian Ruiz.
5-2.
A passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, Madrid have a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
It's too early.
João Neves. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
You jam my player. See him now, you match his leg now, you match him too. You're supposed to give him a red card, sir.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been
Supposed to give
warned.
him a red card because he showed his
Yeah, and he
score.
has to change his ways or this referee could soon change his status.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Oh, it rattles the bar. And now they can clear their lines. And here's Ramos. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He won't be happy with that one. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, David Alaba. one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Dembele. Chouameni. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, terrible pass. He's found a way through. Real chance! They've scored! Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here,
Yeah,
and while there's never
now.
a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fabian Ruiz. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. That's destined for the flank. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Camavinga. That is lovely. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Back when it goes. A good take in a good area. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Little pass back. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he finish?
Use your right
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Camavinga, and it's Valverde. Aims beyond the defence. That pass isn't the best. Rodrigo looking to receive it in space. João Neves. And here's Ramos. And he's worked it through. It's Dembele! And it's in! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Ramos, and he's got away from it. And a chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
That is ended up in no man's land. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. Gonzalo Ramos! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rodrigo receives it in a good position here. Vitinha. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's out for a goal kick.
Don't carry ball, they play on both sides.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Nicely weighted ball. Chouameni.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things.
It's Dembele!
Belende!
A neat finish!
Belende, the damage man.
This is getting better and better. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Oh, he's been caught, Rodrigo! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Rodrigo has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
So we've reached the hour mark. Foot in. Camavinga. Valverde. Played out towards the right wing. Camavinga. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Tries to pass it through. No, it's come to nothing. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Shoot!
This guy, why did they miss like this?
That was a brilliant save.
Gonzalo Ramos clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Like I said, scored that goal.
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. And we have our very first
so
corner.
In front of goalkeeper, one-on-one, no fit score. No fit score that one. Which one you want to score?
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Pacho gets across to intercept that. And that's a great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Paris Saint-Germain visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Camavinga defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe! Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he was quick to react. Threads one in. Now it's Barcola. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Barcola. Rodrigo. Now it's Rodrigo. Looking for the run. Shot, surely! And that's in! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So could they be onto something here? Tries a shot!
Return now.
Oh, good finish!
That 3-goal margin. That 3-goal margin.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. João Neves. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience? He's having a shot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Gonzalo Ramos!
Hey!
By an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Rodrigo. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Now it's Ramos. And this is Dembele. Eder Militao. Tchouaméni. Now it's Rodrigo. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. No, he's not getting his way this time. Rodrigo. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's gone searching cross-field. Now that looks a decent ball. Rodrigo. This looks promising. Crossed into the middle. Well, oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
How Percy could be head ball, go back.
Valverde receives it in a good position here. Dembele, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe wins the duel this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's got away. Oh, that's neat. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great vision. He's had a shot!
Ow!
And that's in! They have pulled themselves right
and the guy got to play.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Madrid really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
He's having a pop! It's loose now and they want to get it back. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Rodrigo. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Dembele. Threads one in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Gonzalo. And he shoots! Alaba. Now it's Mbappe, looking to play him in, and he was quick to react. Deftly out wide. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe, big chance!
Ah!
Second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vitinha, and it's Ruiz. Now it's Dembele. He might be in here. Gonzalo Ramos had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yes.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
That's a cute ball. And he's worked it through. Cleared away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? Very nicely done. He's shifting through the gears here. Gonzalo Ramos. Now it's Barcola. And he's managed to get free. Oh, sweet feet. And the whistle goes for half-time.
3 of them.
Well, the glass is
Now,
half
because of them
full or
blue,
half empty.
you don't come out 3 of them for us
Yeah,
now.
truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
You know be that.
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity.
No,
Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back on the way. Bellingham. Mbappe. Tacho with a fine tackle.
Ha!
Fabian Ruiz. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's well spotted. Gonzalo Ramos is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Excellent challenge there,
Wow.
uncompromising. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts.
So, see all the acres of
It
space.
is clear to see that he is not
at
at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No, he's not going to get any further than that.
Above that bar, I don't press.
Float it through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Valverde. Bellingham powering forward here. Oh, this looks sharp. That ball looks a good one. And he's got the beating of his man. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's having a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now it's Barco. Oh, he's having a go!
Press out too much.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Fabian Ruiz. Can he get it through? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Can he finish? And a neat finish! And they've got their lead back. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Madrid have their lead. That's tidy. Vitinha tries one.
Why now the player go up now?
Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would
So,
have expected him to absolutely clatter it
take
the way
time
he
to
did.
take one step, play short, player go up.
Nuno Mendes.
So, it's going to go to Nabi.
Now, can they get him away? Quality ball. And that has left him in a heap. Rodrigo has the space to scheme. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That is a brilliant interception. And he can thump it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking them.
Oh, he's one-on-one, shoots! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Ruiz. That is lovely. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ruiz is offering a right smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. And he's there to clear it. And the shot! No, he's missed it. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Vitinha is fouled.
Yeah, no, say that one red.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Because those other ones, nobody they even follow.
Ended up in no man's land.
No, pass.
Good ball, good take.
Person day in front when he go pass the
taken off him.
Pass and go give opponents.
João Neves. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Fabian Ruiz is onto it in a flash. Dembele running with intent. Nicely weighted ball. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's found a way past. Shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
He wants to miss out.
And there's a goal.
You don't already heard that knockback.
Is there time for one more twist? Some heroic goalkeeping. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. You might argue to the contrary, perhaps as a result of the balance of things.